And if you don't bloom, you are going in the trash, going in the trash, going in the trash. Hey guys, it's me Astrid, and today I wanted to do an orchid update for you on my orchid collection because it's been quite a while, so I wanted to go ahead and just pull some orchids, show you what they're doing, show you what they're looking like, and let you see my collection. So let's get started. Okay, this one has been a long time coming. I think I've had this plant for 3 years. This is my Ivanagarra apple blossom. As you can see, I don't like its natural growth habit, so I like tie it with an old strip of a jersey t-shirt to kind of get them to grow all up. But this one I've had for a few years, and it just like would not bloom and would not bloom and would not bloom for me. And I'm like, girl, you got all these roots. Girl, you got all this light. Girl, you get all this water. Why won't you? Why? Just why? And now I am very pleased to say that I'm seeing sheaths all over this plant. So there's a sheath down in there, right there. There is a sheath right there. And here is the most promising sheath right here. So it looks like it has 3 sheaths. I don't know if they're actually all going to bloom or what, but I am really excited because, as you know, the theme song of my channel is "If you don't bloom, you're going in the trash," and this girl, she finally heard the message. So I'm really glad for that, and I'm really looking forward to this plant getting bigger and healthier. And I love the blooms on the Ivanagarra apple blossom, guys. It's like one of my favorite orchid fragrances, like, period. Okay, guys, this is my Cattleya Poseidon Lake, and this one has, I just got, like, at last month's Orchid Society meeting, or the month before last, and it has already put out a new growth here. You can see this little new growth right here. It's doing really well. And then this second newest growth is actually putting out some nice, like, fat roots. Do you see that fatty in there? That is really good news. And that too. Cattleyas really enjoy pouting when you repot them. So the fact that this one is just throwing down roots right away, right after I repotted it, is a really good sign and gives me hope that this growth right here could bloom next growing season. So I'm really excited about that. This here is my Cydia Japonica that's been in semi-hydroponics for about 2 years. As you can see, it's got 4 healthy leaves, 1 kind of old shitty leaf, and it has grown quite a few roots. And hey, semi-hydro naysayers, check out how many roots are growing in the reservoir of this pot. The roots know where they want to live, so if you have a reservoir like this and the roots grow into it, they know what they're doing. You can trust them. That said, my little Cydia Japonica hasn't bloomed for a long time. I give it lots of light, I give it water. The only thing I haven't really done for it is fertilize. Now, my friend Jason said that when you're growing orchids, what you're really growing is orchid roots. The orchid plant and flowers themselves are secondary to you growing good roots. This is the first year that this plant has had such a plethora of roots all over the place. It's got lots of roots coming down this pot. So I have hope that maybe next spring, now that it feels established, now that it has lots of roots, and I can do this with it, hold it by the plant because it's so steady in the pot, that, you know, maybe it'll bloom. We'll see. This right here is my Dendrobium golden Ayah, which I got from Wade's Orchids. And as you can see, the new growth, it's having some leaf color issues. I don't really know what that's about. If any of you guys have ideas, let me know. But overall, the plant itself is nice and healthy. Like, this is doing really well. In addition to being nice and healthy, my repot and stabilize of the plant has allowed it to root down. This is progress that's been made in about a month and a half. You see these roots kind of coming like everywhere. So I have a lot of confidence that this plant is going to do well for me too. We just have to get through whatever this is on the leaves. So it's not pest related, so I'm guessing it's a nutritional problem, but we'll see. Anyway, Den Golden Ayah is re-establishing itself very well. This right here is a continuing success story for me. This is my Galliandra baedmanii that I got not this year at the Orchid Show, but the year before that. So I've had it for a year and a half. It had a growth originally, and then the two growths broke apart, and then it grew really small growth, and then it almost died, and then this like half shitty growth that was just like a quarter of a bulb put out this growth right here. You can see the half shitty bulb that gave it life is dried up right here, like it's totally dead, but it's given birth, like it's given life to this growth. And this year, even with all the pests, even with everything, this growth has given rise to this growth, which is smaller, but it's still going to do all right. And this has a good root establishment in this pot now, so I'm really confident that it's going to grow. Okay guys, so do you remember when I got like this crazy number of Dendrobium Phalaenopsis orchids from Fred Meyer? I think I got like 4 of them. Well, this is one of them that I repotted, and this is like hands down my favorite one, and this one has been wildly successful in growing and establishing itself in a new environment. I like cut basically all the roots off of this. I pulled all the leaves off because I didn't trust, where it had been. I really abused all those dendrobiums to get them into my preferred growing environment. And even after all that, it has put out, let's count together, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 new growths. And this one is coming from fucking deep down inside the pot. This thing is gonna be a really prolific grower, and I'm really proud of it. That said, I do not know what these weird mystery spots are on the leaves. They look like, you know, your typical Dendrobium mystery spots, but they're kind of like spread out a bit. I'm not sure about those, but what I am sure of is that this plant has really done a good job of establishing itself in this pot. Like, it's thrown down roots, it's doing really good. Like, and basically all of these are new roots. So, good job, buddy. I wanted to end on a very high note for me. This is my Dendrobium Purple Splash Inobi, and this is a fantastic grower, fantastic bloomer, beautiful growth habit, easy. I love this plant, and let's just look at and appreciate these flowers for a second, shall we? They're just beautiful. Look at that. Look at the lip, the color that you get on these, the purple splash. Like, this is everything that I want in a Den by Jibum type orchid, and I am just elated to have this one. And it gave me not only 1 spike, but 2 spikes. And what did I do to deserve these spikes? What did I do for this plant? Literally nothing. I watered it like twice a week. I have it growing under lights, and it's been staying between like 70 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And it was just like, pew, I'll throw you 2 spikes. And let's look at this too. This oldest cane has put off 3 spikes. These newer canes, this has put off 1, this one's put off 1, this one's put off 1. So these can bloom multiple times from the same spike, and they're just so great. They're so pretty. I freaking love this orchid so very, very much. As you can see, I'm clearly getting my thumbnail shot from this right now. This is like the money shot. Am I right? So guys, that is my orchid update for the month of October. I have a total of 1 thing in bloom, but I have so many plants recovering for me after this really tough summer. I have so much new growth, I have new roots, I have everything. and I couldn't be happier. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Happy growing. Bye. Bye.